Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on to this video. So, y'all, this is not a reading. This is something that I was shown, and I'm just sharing it on my platform or whatever. But this could be like something. Now, it don't have to play out exactly like this, but I feel like there's a need to be careful about like if you go to events, um, like this summertime, because it looked like this was taking place in the summertime. But spirit was like highlighting where because it in this dream it looked like I was at some type of event or like a convention, but it seemed like it was more so like with people that are into like health, not really fitness, but you can tell that they were like into like health, spirituality. It's like one of them type of events. And it was like mostly women there too. But there was like a guy, because it's like I was sitting down. I don't know like what I was waiting for, but I was like sitting down, and this guy had came up to me, and it's like I recognized the guy in my dream. I recognized him, right? But he was telling me like who he was, and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I already know like who you are. And like when I looked at his face, it looked like his whole face was covered in hair. And I was like, this is not the person. Cause like if you see somebody online, right, and then you see them in person, but it's like they look completely different, and their energy, like his energy was like really off. Not saying something wrong with the person or they're like a bad person or whatever, but I could tell like something weird was going on with them. I think something spiritual is going on with masculine energy. And whoever this is, because I forgot exactly what he was saying. Because it's like I was so shocked. Because I'm like, this don't look like him. But he's saying like, oh yeah, I'm so and so. But I'm like, nah, like who is that? And yeah, when I had told him, I was like, yeah, I was like, I already know who you are or whatever. And he ended up sitting down next to me, and he started playing with these dolls. Like it won't like actual like baby dolls, but it looked like dolls. Like one of them actually looked like Pinocchio, but it's like they had a conscious, and it's he was like playing with them. And I just thought that was so creepy. Like I literally woke up and I was like, oh my God. Like for some reason that like really disturbed my spirit. Like it was super creepy. Cause I'm like, what in the world is going on? I'm like, why is he playing with them dolls? And it's like they're actually alive. It was like three of them too. But whatever this event is, it's like they're serving. I didn't see no food, but specifically Spirit was highlighting this drink that these women were serving. And these women look like they could be a part of like, the spiritual community, I guess you could say. Like they could be into like herbs and stuff. But specifically they were selling, well, they weren't even selling it. They was like giving it out. Cause it's like after I had got up from like, cause he was playing with them dolls or whatever. I thought that was creepy. So I was like, I'm about to get up and like go somewhere else. So I ended up standing in this line, and I had asked the woman, it was like a woman in front of me. And I asked her, I was like, what type of drink are they serving? And she said, oh, it's like an aloe drink or something, but it looked like it had herbs in it. And it looked like they had it in a glass, like a big glass jar. And it looked like they were like preparing it. They didn't bring this from from somewhere else. Like it didn't come in from a restaurant. Like they actually made it. It seemed like they were actually making it right then and there. But I could tell something was off, even like with the drink, because I was like, this kind of weird. And it's like my spirit told me like not to drink that aloe drink or whatever, because I was looking around like as we were waiting in line. So I'm looking around and I'm looking at the women, and I could tell like it's almost like they look kind of sick a little bit. But specifically Spirit was like highlighting their skin. And some of them actually they didn't have on shirts either, but it's like I could see. Now I don't know if the fact that I could like see their skin, it's like I could see like, and not, and I, because they do sound kind of like perverted or whatever, but I do not be looking at women like that. But no, it's like I could see their skin look like they didn't have no shirt on. And then it's like after a while I noticed, because I know I had on a shirt when I got up in that line, and in some way, somehow, it's like I didn't have on a shirt, because I was like, oh my God, like, where's my shirt? Once I realized that I was like exposed. And the last time I had a dream like that, where it's like I was out in public, and some way, somehow, it's like I ain't had no clothes on, or like my shirt was missing, where I'm like literally exposed in front of people that I do not want to be exposed in front of. I had this dream about me being at this like workplace somewhere that I worked, and it's like that happened. But basically that's like a whole humiliation ritual. It's like people trying to humiliate you in public. So I do feel like if you are a masculine energy, or if you somebody who is like a public figure and people will recognize you at certain events or whatever, um I wouldn't even be eating or like drinking nothing from like events. Now use your discernment too, because like I don't know if this is like a specific event that spirit is highlighting, but it looked like something that was going on in the summertime. Because even like how the people were dressed, and then the fact that they were selling like those, well, they weren't selling it, they was like actually like giving it to people, like this drink, some type of aloe drink, which you would think is, it's supposed to be healthy, but it's like the people, their energy is attached to it, and it was like really some like weird vibes going on. And I do feel like too, with the masculine energy, who the guy that was like playing with them dolls, it's almost like, how like if you recognize somebody online, like you may follow them and then you see them at an event or like meet them in person, but it's like they're like the complete opposite of what you see online. And not saying like it's anything wrong with this person, but I feel like something spiritually going on with specifically a masculine energy that's in the public eye. And they could like go to events where there's like, people who could be like, technically in the spiritual community. They could be into like wellness, health stuff. But yeah, it's like something real weird was going on. Like this thing actually like creeped me out so bad. And there, like the woman that was in front of me, it kind of seemed like she was not aware of like what was going on, because I was looking around at the people, or like the women that was there as I was standing in a line, and I was like, yeah, something's like really off, like with the vibes here. Like it seemed like it was almost like a whole illusion. Like it seemed like it was supposed to be high vibe, and like, the people were like about health, like fitness and stuff like that, but I could tell it was like the complete opposite. But yeah, I just wanted to share that really quick, y'all. Yeah, I just wanted to share that really quick, and I gotta go. But thank you so much for listening.